I find it extraordinary, the powers he has, the way he can heal people, the way he influences people's life. I somehow do understand on what level that energy comes from. Of course, the man of God, being a Christian, he states that the energy comes from Jesus. I have a big admiration for the giving power, how the man of God gives to the poor, how he lives a simple life. And that's very impressive to me.
So, concerning your relationship with the prophet, like, how long have you known him?
I don't, maybe it's 15 years or 18 years, I don't remember. It's hard for me to say because I think we had an admiration for each other since the beginning. Mm-hmm. He's sincere in what he's doing, and I think he knows that I'm sincere in what I'm doing musically. And there's an attraction, I guess, to each other.
Concerning now the prophecy, can you tell us what exactly did the man of God tell you about Michael Jackson and how the whole thing came about, how he called you?
It is amazing. I never discussed with the man of God Michael Jackson, never. June the 12th, I came to his birthday party. I came to play Happy Birthday on the flute for the man of God. And then I was called up to his office. And the man of God said to me, Tee Mac, you must tell your friend Marlon that Michael must come to Nigeria. He must come for deliverance and healing. He's very sick. I said to the man of God, yeah, but Michael just had a medical test. You know, he's doing 50 concerts before the insurance company would underwrite. He had to go for medical. As far as I know, he's in good health. The man of God said, no, he's not in good health. He has to come. There's a serious problem with Michael.
So what was your reaction when you heard?
My reaction, I didn't doubt him at all. But I was a little bit surprised. I said, okay, I will try, because it's not easy to get Michael now to Nigeria while he's rehearsing for his 50 concerts. But since he's coming in August anyhow to do the foundation stone laying for the Motherland project, and in October he's going to perform, the Jacksons are having should have had a reunion concert in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. They decided it's going to be in Nigeria. We already looked at venues. I went with Marlon to look at the stadium in Abuja. Everything was planned for the big concert. So I said, okay, I'll talk to Marlon. I couldn't get Marlon that night. The following day I said to Marlon, you know what, I mentioned to you that we are going to the synagogue, and Prophet T.B. Joshua said that Michael should come urgently for healing. Mm. Then Marlon said, you know, Tee Mac, it's not possible at the moment. He has a very tight schedule. The first concert is July 3rd. They moved it forward from July 8th. But what we can do is, between the 50 concert, there will be a break. And maybe we can bring him then to Nigeria, because you're so convinced that it will help him. Anything which can help my brother, I agree. And I then traveled to Port Harcourt. I came back on Thursday. I was very tired, and I lied on my bed, and about 8:15 I got a phone call from the United States saying that Michael Jackson has just been brought to the hospital unconscious. Immediately came the flashback, yeah, but that's what the man of God was saying, that he's in problem. I was just praying that it's not serious. I put on CNN, and then it unfolded, and the confirmation came that Michael Jackson passed away. Mm. Well, what can we say? The man of God has seen it, and I am sure that the man of God could not have told me in advance that he will actually pass away, that a famous, one of the top musicians will die and pass away. Mm-hmm. But when he spoke to me like with an emergency. Let him come for treatment, let him come for deliverance. He needs it urgently. And I may have not have focused enough in taking it so serious to make Marlon understand, listen, this is a matter of life and death. Because I didn't think it was a matter of life and death, but now I know better.
I'm seeing a great star, whom the world shouting, hey, 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 in his own area, is famous, is known everywhere. Great, too great. Because I see something begin to happen to that star, and that may likely end him to pack his load and go to the journey on no return. But I don't know when that journey.
So now, can I ask you, what goes through your mind now after, losing a close friend like Michael Jackson, at the same time having heard the warning, and you've seen how God is using the prophet in the area of prophecy? How do you feel at this point?
I feel disturbed, and I must say, the day when I heard that Michael passed away, I was very disturbed. I tried to call the man of God. I called a couple of times in the evening. He called me back and said, Tee Mac, I told you. So I said, yes, I will have to come and see you. I must make a testimony. I must tell the whole world that you have seen it. I mean, I had no doubt that the man of God is a true prophet, but that he can see things so precisely is still an amazing thing to me, And that he gave me that warning in advance, and I was not able to convince Marlon enough, because we all believed he was in good health. I mean, he did a medical, he is preparing for 50 shows, so how can I convince somebody? Everybody thinks he's in good health, that he's in serious danger. And his schedule was also so that I was told, yeah, we will come, but not at the moment. So I guess it was the will of God.
What can you say just generally about this prophetic gift which God has given Prophet T.B. Joshua to? It's not only this event, there's so many world events that have taken place which he has foreseen and publicly said, given warnings to the world to take note. What can you say about this gift?
It's amazing, because there was another event which was earth-shaking. I was a very close friend to Abiola. Abiola was a choo-choo musician who, as a musician, saved money to become an accountant. And in 1970, I had a small nightclub on Broad Street, and Abiola was an accountant 2 houses further in ITT. He used to come and eat lunch in my nightclub every lunchtime. And we were very close. He helped the musician union, which I co-founded 26 years ago. And when the man of God told Abiola that he will win the election, but he will never be the president of Nigeria, at that time not headline news, but we all knew about the prophecy that the man of God told Abiola, you will win the election, but you will not become the president of Nigeria. And on the birthday of the man of God, the election was cancelled, which was June the 12th.
The man of God, within 10 minutes of the meeting, told Abiola that he would win the election, but he was never going to be the president of Nigeria. Immediately, the chief called me aside and told me that the prophet was not an ordinary man.
So many of those events I see the man of God predicting shows that he is a very special human being in direct contact with God and the powers of God.